Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what we're doing?
We're wrapping some shit up that we just got done reading, right?
It was shit, and we are wrapping it up.
Okay.
First Chronicles.
First Chronicles Wrap Up. That's what we're getting into. Do you got a rundown, or what are we just getting on into it?
Let's just get into it.
Get on it.
We all know what it is.
Let's just do this shit.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, First Chronicles!
Jesus Christ. Fucking got me caught off guard.
I made myself laugh.
It's too bad we're not on video because my face was like, what the fuck?
I thought I would try to be excited.
Wife's trying to wake me up or something.
Well, you are half asleep.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Give me the second episode we're doing tonight that we got to record.
Right.
Then I'll be half asleep.
True.
So.
All right, First Chronicles.
Yeah.
So, we've said before that First and Second Chronicles are actually one long chronicle-y book thing.
Yeah.
So it is kind of silly to be summarizing the first one.
How dare you call the Bible silly in any way whatsoever?
I mean, well, I wasn't calling the Bible silly so much as I was calling what we're doing silly.
Yeah, I got you.
But it is a good place to stop because of where First Chronicles stops.
Yeah.
So
because David's dead now.
David's dead.
David's dead as a doorknob.
I always heard dead as a doornail.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't know what a doornail is.
But, I'm from Ohio. We like to call things, a vacuum a sweeper. Which I will hold to.
Don't get me started.
I have good reasons. If you have questions, reach out to me. I will explain.
Can y'all please just tell husband that a vacuum is not a sweeper? It's a vacuum.
It sweeps, damn it.
But
it sweeps across the... Okay.
No, don't call it a sweeper.
Okay, but this is my argument, though. The thing... Okay, you've been to a restaurant where they have the little non-powered sweepers.
But that's not what we're talking about.
It does the same thing that a vacuum does.
Everywhere else in the country, they call it a vacuum or a vacuum cleaner. But in Ohio,
it's a sweeper.
Right, and you say, I swept the carpet.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid.
It sweeps it and then vacuums it. So first function is sweeping and then vacuums. Because it vacuums it after it sweeps it up.
Okay, but Ohio is stupid.
I'm just saying.
In this particular
it's a fucking
case.
Sweeper.
Y'all, set him straight, please. Okay, so anyway, First Chronicles can best be broken down into 3 sections.
3?
3. just First Chronicles.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
3 sections.
Yeah, I'm with you now.
So the Chronicles narratives begin. Let me start that over.
Yeah, sure.
The
Go ahead.
Chronicle narrative begins with Adam, right?
Right.
Because it's like God made Adam,
Right,
and all
right.
that other shit.
Yeah, because we were commenting early on, like, is he trying to rewrite the fucking Bible?
Right.
So,
And then,
which I mean, kind of a little bit.
And then the story from there is almost entirely genealogical lists.
Yeah, it was crap.
Yeah.
Like,
down to the founding of the United Kingdom of Israel, and these are considered chapters 1 through 9 are considered the introductory chapters or the genealogical chapters. Okay?
They were boring regardless.
They were chapters 1 through 9.
Yeah,
garbage.
Right.
Okay. Now the genealogies in First Chronicles give attention to each of the tribes of Israel, but clearly focus on the southern kingdom.
Right.
Specifically, do you remember which tribes?
Judah?
Mm-hmm. And Levi.
Okay, yeah.
And occasionally Benjamin, too.
Right, yeah.
The southern kingdom.
They like them, too.
Because they tended to be more faithful to God.
I mean, according to the Chronicler.
Right.
So, I'm just saying. And that's assuming that there is a God to be faithful to.
Right.
So,
well, they were more faithful to
the idea
their God.
Of their God.
Yeah,
right.
Yahweh,
Yeah,
whatever. They focus on the tribes of Judah and Levi to identify the royal and priestly lines of Israel, searching for a rightful king and priest for God's people. Okay?
Yeah, they searched real hard. And according to the Chronicler, they found the perfect fucking person.
Perfect person.
And David.
Right.
I mean, like, he couldn't do any wrong.
Which leads us to part 2. Okay?
Yeah.
The bulk of First Chronicles, chapters 10 through 21.
Yeah.
After a brief account of Saul in chapter 10, the whole rest of it is concerned with the reign of David.
Yeah, it is.
David becomes king, establishes the worship of Israel's God in Jerusalem, and fights the wars that will enable the temple to be built.
Mostly in spring.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that's wartime.
And then the last section, chapters 22 through 29.
Yeah.
That's part 3. And that last section summarizes David's preparation for the new temple. Yeah.
And y'all know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you went off on a little tear.
I'll just hold back today.
Yeah.
Because I've already gone into that shit, but my God.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Such bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So much of the content of Chronicles is a repetition of material from other books of the Bible.
You don't say.
From Genesis through Kings. And so the usual scholarly view is that these books, or an early version of them, provided the author with the bulk of his material.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
However.
Okay.
It is
Did he
possible.
take poetic license?
No.
Okay.
No, hold on.
All right.
It is possible that the situation was a little bit more complex, and that books such as Genesis and Samuel should be regarded as contemporary with Chronicles, meaning they might have been like more closely written with each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Drawing on much of the same material rather than a source for it.
Huh.
So, they might have been written closer in time than we think, and also they might each have drawn on a separate source for their material.
Okay.
So that would mean that Chronicles wasn't like rewriting Genesis through Kings and getting it wrong. It was summarizing some other source of material
that both Genesis and Chronicles were bringing this from.
Right.
Got it.
And that is a possibility.
Right.
So, just something to keep in mind when we're talking about all of these different scrolls that got stapled together.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of unknowns about who wrote what, when it was written. I mean, we have generalized ideas based on a lot of, studying that have been done. Lots of people have done studies about the Bible and who they think wrote it and when it was written and whatever.
And not only who wrote it, but why, and who was the intended audience,
right,
and who had a hand in it, and what was their agenda.
Yeah.
And what was happening in the world at that time. And that's even before you get into, like, what he was actually writing about.
Right.
So, despite much discussion on this issue, there is absolutely no agreement on what happened when.
Got it.
So
they were written at some point.
They were all written.
Yep.
And they were all scrolls.
And it's now in a book that we read.
it's a bunch of scrolls stapled together is how you should look at it. Not as one continuous story.
Oh, yeah.
But as a bunch of separate reports from various people through the centuries, and somebody just found some and stapled them together.
Well, and not only that, but it's an incomplete stapled together fucking scroll book thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
because somebody else came around and was like, oh, no. And then others were like buried and...
Well, we know from reading Isaac Asimov's book when we were doing the studies on that, and just various other digging into things, that there are things that are referenced in the Bible that no longer exist, or at least we don't know that they exist.
Like that Chronicles book.
right, yeah. The King Chronicles, the Chronicle of Kings, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean that's just one example.
That's two books that would have given a further history of both the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom.
Right. And then until the 80s, we didn't even know about the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Right.
And that brought into light a lot of new, things.
New material that probably should have been included.
Right. And who knows what else is... I mean, I'm sure there's countless other things that got lost to history.
Definitely.
So.
And they called that stuff Apocrypha.
Right. Gotcha.
So, recent suggestions have been that the books of Chronicles were intended as a clarification of the history in Genesis through Kings, or a replacement or an alternative for it.
I'm going to go with replacement, because if that clarified something, I don't know what the fuck it clarified. Because it didn't clarify shit to me.
But clarifying what their attempt to clarify something has nothing to do with whether or not it was clarified to you.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I'm still railing.
I understand.
That's all.
I understand. And I feel like, because I'm the researcher, that our roles have been assigned to us where I have to defend things that I don't really want to defend, and you get to be like this sucks, it's stupid.
Right.
And it feels really awkward just putting it out there that, like, I'm having to be the straight man here.
Yeah.
Like, this is not my typical role.
I'm sorry that I get to be the one that rails.
No, I'm just... it's kind of cool, though, because, like, I'm just bringing you, like, what's out there. I'm just telling you the research that's out there.
Bringing me the info.
Yeah.
Giving me the goods.
And you react to it however you feel.
I do.
Because I already had my reaction as I was putting this together.
Yeah.
Okay, the generally accepted message the author wished to give to his audience was a theological reflection, not a, quote, history of Israel, which... Right. We gathered that.
Yeah, it was also a theological reflection is one thing, but, like, it's a fucking...
He had an agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't just to report what happened.
Definitely
not.
Like,
the earlier books, I think, were definitely trying to tell what happened and record it. And
now, I will say that the Book of Solomon, that was very agenda-driven, in my opinion. Like, the one where he's so wise.
That was Second Kings or whatever?
I believe it's Second Kings, yeah.
Okay.
Again, I don't want to quote that.
Yeah, I don't know
remember
real
exactly.
Hardcore.
But it's the one that follows the Book of David, where they talk about David. Mm-hmm. And so I'm assuming we're going to get into that maybe in Second Chronicles, but I don't know for sure.
I think so.
But, and I'm curious how they write Solomon, because Solomon, in the first time we read about him, he was, like, he almost seemed better than King David, because
he and his mother Bathsheba had a hand in editing it.
Yeah, and that was heavily doctored to favor Solomon, more so than any person that we had read about so far.
Right.
Like, we're like, oh my God, this guy is, like, they're just pumping him right up.
It's almost like reading that was, you think this is bad, just get used to it. Like,
I swear somebody took that book and they, the last chapter where they, like, and he did all these shitty things, right?
Right.
I swear somebody, like, took the original book and they're like, no, he can't look that good, so we're going to just tack this on here
and
at the end.
And they tacked it on. It was like they pulled it off the presses real quick.
Right. Like, hold on. Yeah. He's not that good.
Exactly. Written soon after Israel's devastating exile from the Promised Land. So this is like when they got kicked out into the Babylonian exile.
Right.
First Chronicles emphasizes that God still has a plan for his people and his king in Jerusalem. The exile to Babylon had shattered Israel's faith in God's covenantal promises. His covenant promises that he made with them.
Yeah.
So it shattered them. So
Chronicles as well as should.
Yeah.
Like, you fucker, you said you had our back, asshole.
But to be fair, they were not like worshiping him, so.
To be fair, he never gave him a reason to.
No. I'm just saying, it's not like they
throwing goddamn snakes and fire at him and swallow him up in the ground and all kinds of shit.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, they were not being like totally loyal to God, whether they had reason to or not.
Right.
So they couldn't be like, he betrayed us, because it's like, okay, yeah, we betrayed him, he betrayed us, whatever.
Right.
You know, he wasn't around, so we didn't believe in him, so we betrayed him, and then he like showed us a thing or two, because now we're fucking exiled.
But it'd almost be like today, like if somebody was like, everything's going bad because you aren't worshiping God, and it's like, okay, man, like, the world's fucking falling apart. What?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, okay.
I mean,
where is God? Where, he never presented himself to me.
Right.
Why should I give a shit?
But that's what Christians would say is the problem with today.
Oh, they've been saying that since the fucking Bible was written.
I know.
So I don't want to hear it. It's old. It's a broken fucking record.
It is. It's true. So First Chronicles reviews the past glories of King David in order to pave the way for another Davidic king who will rule the nations.
Yeah.
Rule the nations.
Yeah.
The book of First Chronicles was written after the exile to help those returning to Israel understand how to worship God. Okay?
Yeah, you just have to be like King David and build temples and.
Well, again, I got into this in our Q&A yesterday, earlier today, that it was written as a sign of hope for the future to try to unite the people again.
Right.
So some of this was repetitive, but
sure.
Again, there's not a lot I could say. That,
yeah.
You know, this is where it ended.
Right.
So it ended with him dying and passing on the torch to Solomon, and then Second Chronicles will be
more than likely Solomon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, from what I saw, yes, it will be Solomon.
Right.
So okay, we'll see what happens.
So is that all we've got to cover today?
That is all we've got to cover today.
Awesome. Well, that wraps up
First
Chronicles. Although we do have there's going to be another episode releasing, and if you're catching this in the morning, that might already be out. But we're going to be doing our contradictions episode. That'll be coming out on Sunday, which, as we're recording this, it's Saturday. So, and then we'll have our weekly wrap up tomorrow, and then we'll be back with the first chapter of
Second Chronicles.
Yeah,
on Monday.
That's right. All right, so we'll see you guys here in the next few days, and yeah, we're done with another fucking book almost.
Woo woo!
Yeah. Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.